The world's most important oil route is facing a new kind of threat, not from massive warships or large destroyers, but from something that is much smaller, faster, and far more unpredictable. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the new reality unfolding in the Strait of Hormuz. Basically, a narrow but extremely critical waterway through which a significant portion of world's oil passes every single day. Any disruption over here, it does not stay local, it quickly impacts the global energy market, fuel prices, and economic stability across continents. What makes the whole situation even more serious is the shift in Iran's strategy here. Instead of relying only on traditional naval forces, it is now focusing on what analysts are calling Mosquito Fleet. Now, this does not mean one large, powerful ship, but dozens of, maybe even hundreds of small, fast attack boats operating together. These vessels, they are designed for speed, agility. They can move very quickly, change direction in seconds, and appear or disappear before large naval forces can even react effectively. And this is not any random moment. It's a calculated military approach aimed at challenging the dominance of the US Navy. Now, large warships, they are powerful, they are heavily armed, but they are not built for quick maneuvering in tight spaces, right, against multiple fast-moving targets. Now, when several small boat approaches from different directions all at once, they create confusion and stretch defense system, making the response more and more difficult. Now, many of these small vessels, they are believed to be equipped with weapons such as rockets, naval mines, short-range missiles. If we see it individually, then they are not really a big threat. But when they are used in groups, they can overwhelm the whole defenses. This method, it is known as asymmetric warfare, where a smaller force, it uses speed, coordination, surprise, just to challenge a more powerful opponent without engaging in a direct and conventional battle. In the meantime, one of the biggest concerns is how difficult these boats are to detect and track. Now, they can blend into regular maritime traffic, right, making it really hard to distinguish between civilians and military movement. Advanced radar and surveillance system, they are optimized for larger target, so identifying numerous small fast-moving vessels, and that too in a crowded waterway, that becomes extremely difficult. This increases the risk of sudden escalation, miscalculation, accidental confrontation. And yes, at the very same time, tensions in the region, they are already high. The United States has increased its naval presence, while Iran has faced pressure on its conventional naval capabilities. So instead of backing down, Iran appears to be adapting by forcing on tactics that rely less on size and more on speed and number. Well, this strategic shift, it allows it to maintain pressure in the region despite limitation on its large naval assets. In fact, the impact of this evolving situation, it goes far beyond military calculation. Even the possibility of any disruption in the Strait of Hormuz, it can lead to immediate reaction in the global market. Oil prices can rise sharply. Shipping lanes, they may slow down their operations or reroute the vessels, and insurance costs for the maritime transport can increase significantly. So these changes, they eventually affect everyday consumers through higher fuel prices and increased cost of the goods. Well, for now, ships continue to pass through the strait, but with heightened caution. Naval forces are on high alert, monitoring every moment very closely. Well, each radar signal, each approaching vessel, and each unusual pattern is being analyzed in real time. The margin for any error, it is very small, and even a single incident, it could escalate very quickly.